Hey guys, RobeTheMatoran here, back with another Ninjago Summer 22 set review, and today we are looking at 71771, the Crystal King Temple. This set has approximately 703 pieces, and it has a total of 6 minifigs, including a brick build piece right here, which is nice. And I was kind of excited for this set. I was actually looking forward to this set when I first seen it. I really like it, but enough of my rambling. Let's go ahead and actually look at this set. All right, and we're looking at, of course, the Crystal King Temple itself, and this thing actually comes in two parts. It has a L-shaped building right here and a little tower right here, which is really nice, but I'm actually going to look at the L-shaped tower thing first. Okay, so now looking at this little platform thing right here, and this is, I guess, the main basis of the temple. Of course, obviously it's like the front part of it, and I guess with all the gold weapons scattered around, I guess this is supposed to be for all the ninjas to get their weapons back. I don't know the story of this. Obviously, I have time recording. I do not know the story, so I don't know how this goes into play of the actual story, but right here in the set is showing that they're getting all the weapons back, and they go on these various different traps and stuff to do it. So let's go ahead and look at it. The first part with Zane's shurikens of ice, there's not much going on there. It's just a sword sticking out, so there's not much of a function going here. So it's just there. It exists. So Zane can just pop him and get him, and that'd be it. But on the side, where the Sword of Fire is at, there's these platforms that can actually spin around, which is pretty neat right here. And you know, they spin around. It's pretty cool. It's kind of got a video game, you know, vibe going with it. Reminds me of a lot of platforming games because, you know, moving platforms and stuff. And it has a booby trap right here, which you can obviously see. It's this very huge crystal blade that just jerks out when you press this little part right here at the bottom, and that comes off. I don't know why they did it like that, but it comes off. So anyway, you press this little part right here, and the blade will come out, and it will either stop them or disorient them. I mean, let me go run by an example. So let's just say Kai's right here, plop him right there. He's trying to come for his sword, and bam. He's either blocked or it's going to kind of disorient him a little bit. So he can't get that. So that's how that works. And on the other side, if you look at the back, we turn this around, it exposes a little bit of the functions there. So it's this cool looking gold Borak eye. I know there's a lot of Bionicle fans. I was looking for this piece and trying to get them. But anyway, so you push this little thing and this whole thing will move. It's not perfect. I will say that's a con right there, because it is not perfect, because when you move it, the top part of that bridge will not come back. So you cannot push that extremely hard. And there's another function right at the end right here, is right when Jay is going to get his shurikens of, I keep saying shurikens, his nunchucks of lightning. My goodness, I cannot speak right now. So it's this little button right here, or whatever you want to call this. Just a little Technic piece and a little spot right here. He's standing right there trying to get it, and it'll push him right out. It's kind of weird looking. I won't even lie. It's kind of weird because it has these. This one makes sense because this is an actual function, but this right here is just here for the sake of it. So it's, you know, it's just there. But this little shrine, if you will, right here, is pretty nice. I do like it. It's pretty pretty nicely detailed. It has a couple of stickers actually. It actually has like 3 stickers to build on this build right here. So if you don't like stickers, I mean, well, I don't know. It got stickers on it, but it's not bad. I mean, the stickers actually help it. I mean, I always put stickers on my sets, so I don't really have a problem with stickers. It's just when they're like overly sized or there's a bunch of them, that's when I kind of have a problem. But this is not bad at all. This is perfectly fine. And Look at the back. Pretty nice. This nice rock formation right here. I do really like that. That's a really nice build. It's really structurally sound, if you know what I mean. It's, you know, really placed together. I like it. I like it a lot. But well, the part I don't like, when you start looking down here at the base plate, where you see it's just this crazy open section right here. It's just a base plate that's just, it just has a few tiles, which I don't think that was really even necessary to put right there. So it's just a whole bunch of tiles and a black base plate that just kind of just is there. It's nothing really going on right there. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. It's supposed to be some black void, because it's supposed to be floating. The whole idea of this is supposed to be floating in the sky. So I don't know if this is just supposed to be representing like the void or the ground, but it's just obviously can't show that on a set like this. It's kind of hard to really do that, but I don't know. It's kind of weird. And yeah, this backside is not a very pleasant side to look at. It just isn't, because yeah, you can see all these Technic pieces and gears, not really gears, but just Technic parts that kind of show how all the functions work, but not exactly a flattering angle. But I don't hate it. Of course, the shrine part is probably the best part of it, but the rest of it's kind of It looks better in the front with all the stairs and the platforms and the tiles and everything, and the crystally bits, which, yeah, so that's good for me. The front part perfectly fine. The back, not so much. So maybe if you want to put this on display, you obviously won't be showing it from the back, but it's just, if you did, it's not a very pretty look. But okay, I think that will wrap it up for this section. Let's actually look at the main tower. And here we have the Crystal King tower, if you will. I mean, I guess this is why I actually would call the actual temple, because, you know, it's not really a temple. It's just like a tower, if anything. But anyway, let's look at it. So at the bottom, where you see the base plates, where it starts from, it has a really nice actual look. I actually really like it a lot. So when you look at this, there's actually a lot of detail. It's a lot better than the other part, because the other part it was kind of just a lot of base plates and nothing there. But this actually has detail, has rock formation, all the crystally bits, and it has these nice Technic, I don't know, beams, if you will call them. I don't know what to call them, but these are Technic parts. And this is the first time they're in this translucent pinkish purplish color, which looks absolutely amazing. I mean, seriously, I want to know what the Bionicle community can actually do with pieces like this. I mean, I would like to see some crazy mocks with that, but I am not a mocker, so I can't do anything. But I'm sure someone can do something with these pieces. That'll be amazing to see. But enough of that. Anyway, so base plate, pretty nice. Got this pink sword that's sticking out for whatever reason, and whatever. But you move up a little bit, and you have this rock formation right here, and it's built actually upside down. It's actually built upside down. You can see the anti-studs right here, which is kind of crazy. This whole bit, or the stuff that's sticking out, is actually built upside down. Well, I mean, you build it upright, but then you put it upside down. It's actually built like that. It's actually a split right here. I don't even know how it works. I forgot how it worked when I built it. It's kind of crazy. That's pretty cool. I really do like that. So that's really neat. And in the middle, which is the main spot you can even stand anything or any figures, it's got a decent finger hand space. If you have big hands like mine, you can play some fights in here. I mean, it's not the best, but it's pretty decent. You can get something in there, so it's not the worst. I like it. But it's actually holding the Scythe of Quakes in there, which I think it's a good design. I want to talk about the golden weapons later, but just real quick, it's a good design, but I feel like it's still missing something. But anyway, let's go ahead and move on. It has these stairs up the side going up to the Crystal King's chair, throne, if you will. I don't know what you're going to call it. But more importantly, on the side right here, oh, I'm messing it up. It has a 10 Segrity build, I believe it's called. And what a tensegrity build is well, I'm probably gonna botch the description of it so bad, but I'm still going to try to inform people on it anyway. If you don't know what it is, it's essentially where it's being held by gravity. It's really have opposite forces pushing and pulling at different angles, making this crazy hold where it's kind of like almost like it's holding in midair, but it's holding at an angle or something. I messed that up, so I would just recommend looking it up if you don't know what it is. But basically, this is kind of it. Kind of, and not really, because it's kind of short. Because tensegrity build, it's usually longer. It's usually longer than this, but they were not going to do all that. But it still has this look of being floating, so it looks nice. And you can open this up, obviously, and it's meant to be a prison. You can put a minifig in there, and let's just go do that real quick. So we can throw Kai in there for the sake of it, and he's in there perfectly fine. So he's in there. He looks actually like he's like in crystal, which is really cool because it's these really nice new color for these like rocks. That's usually, you know, in the gray color, or it's used for ice, but it's in this purple pinkish color, and it looks absolutely amazing. I love it. So you can have Kai in just like that, and you can easily take him out just as easy. He fell on the floor, but that's not important. Now looking at the main tippity top of the temple, which now has the throne of the Crystal King in its full glory, I guess, if you will. It's the main throne, and you have these big, very big swords that's on the back of it, so it really shows this really powerful and imposing, you know, presence when you look at it. And his throne looks amazing. It has these like ribs coming out on the sides, and it has a sticker, just a little sticker right there. But other than that, it looks really nice. And I forgot to mention these flags that also have stickers. They're just flags that you can just move up and down. Not much to it, but importantly, you have the throne. He can either sit in it or he could stand up in it. So I will show you that real fast if you're ever so curious. I cannot do it with these swords. Move those. So you can just plop them down like that. It looks nice sitting down. And you can have him just standing up if you so please. If I can just do it. So there. That's him standing up in it. And it looks really nice. I really like it. That's a really nice look. And if you really care about the absolute top of the whole thing, it has this little shrine thing. It has these light pole pieces that makes up this little part at the top. It looks nice. It has a purple hat. Kind of reminds me of Possession, because that was the wave that actually introduced the straw hats in the purple color. But anyway, it's here for this, and that's at the top. It's just a little spike. So that is it for the actual temple. And let's go ahead and look at the minifigs. And starting with the first minifig, we have Zane in his new outfit. This is their primary outfits. This is the only set that you can get all the main 4 ninja, getting all their original outfits in this set. It's the only way you can get them as of right now. I don't know what they're gonna do later on, but let's go ahead and look at it. It's pretty nice. It has a lot of nice detail. It reminds me of the Lloyd one, because obviously they have to look the same. They have to look unified in a team, but basically it's a really nice design though. Don't get me wrong. It's a nice design. I like it. I even like the little symbol on the head. That's this new Zane symbol he has, and all of them have their unique symbols, of course, on the forehead of the mask, which looks really nice. Turn around. Some basic detail. I say basic, but you can't even see the detail. So let's just take some of that off. That now you can see a lot of the detail. Looks really nice actually, because you can see there's a lot of printing, a lot of nice stuff, symbols. Looks really nice. So he has a lot more white going on. Going to his like OG classic look with all the white. I mean, he has a little bit of gray, but it's not even any titanium, which is surprising. I know I just have Zane just decapitated right now, but yeah, there's no titanium besides his literal head. That is the only part that has actually titanium on him, is his head, because his arms are gray, which is kind of crazy. But So yeah, that's it for Zane. Second one is Kai. I'm not gonna spend too much time on them because their designs are pretty similar, unless there's something specific I want to actually point out. Other than, yes, he has nice printing. I will say Kai is probably my least favorite, and usually the red ninja or Toa, talking about Bionicle, would be my favorite, but he is not. I mean, I like the outfit, don't get me wrong, it's nice, but it's not as pizzazzy as the rest of them, surprisingly, and it's just pretty standard. And take the head off, same head that we've been getting since the Ninjago movie, nothing to see there. But let's look at the back. We have a nice printing. We got his symbol on the back, which is really nice. It's pretty much identical to Zane because they all have similar designs, but I just like the rest of them a little bit more, but it's not bad. All right, starting, but here's with the third minifig, Cole, and I really like this one. He is definitely a standout in this set for real, because I really do like his printing. I like his contrast colors with, you know, contrast. Anyway, his orange is really nice. I really like this orange that, you know, complements his black and gray. It's a really nice look. I mean, he is definitely one of my favorite styles of the like standard outfit ninjas. I say he's my second because actually Jay is actually my favorite, and I'm gonna tell you why when I get to him. But really nice printing, very nice printing actually. I would say he's, like I said, he's a standout. But I really do like him, and I love his orange because it just looks so good on him. And same face, Ninjago movie, nothing new. So I'm not gonna tell you much on the face because you're not seeing anything new with that. So turn to the back, and he has surprisingly a lot of actual printing on the back. It's, or at least it's a lot more prevalent because, you know, with Kai you can't really see it because all the red, but with him you can see a lot of this printing, and it's really nice. I mean, it's the same as the rest, but I still just like to point it out. It's nice. So, and now we have Jay, which is actually my favorite out of the wave besides Cole, and I think my third will be Lloyd. But anyway, Jay is my favorite of the standard minifigs because I don't know what it is, but I just can't help but like his design. I mean, it's the same as others, but I really like the blue. And I know some reviewers have said that they don't like the dark blue mask for him in this, and the dark blue arms, because, you know, want a bit more light colored blue. But I personally love it. It's such a unique look to him that no other ninja even has, because they really can't do that because it will look weird. But him, it looks so cool, and I just can't help but love it. I just really like it. I just can't help but just point that out. I just like that so much. But same face, Ninjago movie. I don't know why they keep saying that, but I just have to point that out because it is the same face. But let's look at the back. The back printing is good as always, same as the rest, but it looks so good in the dark blue color. I just can't help but notice that, and I just like it a lot. And we have the Crystal Destroyer Warrior. I don't know the name specifically, but point is, it's one of the Crystal King warriors, you know, the generic guards as you get in pretty much almost in every set actually. And I'm not gonna go too much in detail with him because I did that in the other review of the Crystal King set. You want to check that out, look in the description. Anyway, so really nice design. I really like it. I like the mold for the head, and the head is actually just a mold. It's not any head under it, it's just the mold. And it has this nice crystal armor. Let me take it off. On the back, it looks really nice. I really like the printing. I like the translucent arms. And yeah, and here we have the I would say star, but just, you know, the main bad guy of the entire wave is the Crystal King himself in his full glory. We have now I finally have the 4-arm version because that is a much better version. I don't really like the 2-on-1 because it's kind of just not as cool at all. So not gonna get into much because it's basically the same thing, because you already showed off the back printing in the other review, but I like to show it anyway. So right here, nice back printing, of course, because he got the ribs coming from the back and into the front. But really a nice part is his 4-arm extension, because now he has two more extra arms, and he has this really nice printing on the front of it. Yeah, it looks like eyes, it looks like a face, it almost looks like a dragon, but it's really nice. I love it. And the horns on this version is actually longer than the other one, which I don't know what was the point of that in the other version. They just did that, but it's pretty nice. And of course, the new mold Oni mask thing and samurai helmet in the back looks really nice. Of course, as always, nice leg printing, all the good stuff. And if you don't want to get spoiled, even though you probably already know what it is, who it is, so I'm gonna flip it up. And we got the overlord. Same head as last time, of course, because it's the same figure. But yeah, same head. Head printing, if you can even see that. Looks really nice. Same thing. It's nothing new. It's just, you know, it's a really nice figure. But I will say I don't know. I like the figure, but then I kind of don't, because his gold doesn't really like. I mean, the gold is fine, but I think the gray is actually kind of where I don't like it. I think it would have really looked better if it was black, but having it gray seems kind of, I don't know. I don't know. When I see the gray with the gold, I can't help but think of Mustard. With his arms, I'm thinking about Mustard. It's so weird, but I can't unsee it. If you could see that and just think about Mustard on a burger or something, I can't help but think about that. So I don't know, the gray kind of throws me off a little bit. I kind of prefer if it was just black instead, but what are you gonna do? I forgot to mention there's actually this little creature build. I completely forgot. It has a little tail. It of course has wings and has a sticker on its forehead, so it's, you know, it's pretty nice. And it has little crystally parts. Spin it, little tail, kind of adjust the feet, I guess. You know, it's kind of cute actually. It's you know, it's whatever. It's a build, and I like it. So it just adds to the set. It looks really nice. All right, now we're at the end with my final thoughts of this set. This set is pretty good. I like it. I mean, it offers a lot of nice, interesting builds, I would say, because the tensegrity build and the swaying like platforms, pretty nice. I like it, and it has a great minifig selection. This is probably about the cheapest way you can get the full armed version of the Crystal King, because in the other set it's like the most expensive set to get him, but this is like the cheap-ish one to get him, and this is the only set to get the 4 main ninja in their base outfits, which is kind of crazy that this is the only set to get them in, because any other set it'll be the gold version of the dragon forms, whatever. But yeah, the rating I'll give this set a I'm probably gonna give it probably like a 6.5, and you might think that's kind of low, but I mean, it's a nice build. I like it. It's a little small. I was kind of expecting a little bit more girth with this, but I don't know. That's just me. But the minifigs are nice. I like them. You know, I would get this set only if you really want the minifigs, but for the actual set, I mean, you can, but there's just much better sets in this wave to get besides this. But if you want the minifigs, then yeah, get them. But other than that, I don't know. Really good set. Great figures, great weapons-ish, halfway, and it's pretty decent. So for $80, I can't justify $80. Maybe if it was in a perfect world, I think this should have been like $50. But if they really had to get their money's worth from, if Lego really had to get their money, I'd say maybe, I say 65 to 70, but 80, that's a lot for just 700 pieces. That's a lot of money, but regardless, that's the price it is. That has been my thoughts on this review. Tell me what yours are in the comments down below, and I will see you all in the next review.